Hello cyclists, welcome. Today I brought you a very beautiful bike. I totally fell in love. It's a commuter bike from Specialized and it's called Como. I was actually a bit curious because Specialized is rather known for fancy road bikes or electrified mountain bikes, but this one here was specially made for commuters, and as you probably know by now, I'm rather a commuter than very sportive into cycling. And this bike looks so clean, so comfortable, but it has so many nice details that I guess Specialized was really listening to what commuters want. But of course, it is an e-bike that you can see, of course, in the down tube there is the battery and it has a middle motor. The motor as well as the battery are not like the super strongest, not like a Bosch power pack and the strongest Bosch motor, but it is so enough for cycling and cruising through the city. So the motor is a Specialized motor and it has 240 watts and a Newton meter of 35. You feel it is powerful, but it's not like pushing you forward when you're standing on a red light or starting to cycle. So it's more like comfortable, getting you safe and sound wherever you want to go to. And the battery, it has 320 watt hours. That is definitely enough for commuting when you don't have to charge your bike when you go like 2, 3, maybe 4 days to work for 5 to 10 kilometers. And also when the battery is charged, you can have a nice tour during the weekend. But now, as you can see, the design is very special. It does not have a stem. So the whole geometry of the cockpit comes from the handlebar. And when you're riding the bike and looking at it, for me, it feels a bit like an insect, like a bumblebee. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking of. But it gives you a very upright and comfortable sitting position. The shifters for the gearing system, in this case, it's a Nexus from Shimano. They do have different gearing systems and different models. You can check it out on the Specialized website. This one here was definitely enough. I love the shifters, it feels so comfortable. And also the handlebars, they do have Tektro hydraulic disc brakes, and I felt very safe and secure when I was cycling, even the allowed 25 kilometers. And now, I really love when they do have a front and a rear carrier, and the special thing about the front carrier here is it's not attached to the handlebars, so you feel the weight when you're steering. No, it is attached to the frame, and that gives you all the freedom of not feeling that you're carrying something in front. It allows you to carry 50 kilograms. It has a net so that not a thief can pick it, or no, if you're, for example, riding over cobblestone, that nothing falls out. When you're carrying loose items, it can give you some sound. For example, when you're carrying a laptop or some spare parts, it definitely is noisy. But talking about noise, you don't hear the motor at all. It feels like riding on a silent starship when you're cycling with this bike. That's what I really like. That's, for example, is different when you're having like a Bosch super powerful motor. That gives you some noise. Also, what I like, it's very clean, the cockpit. You don't have a display, which in my case is totally okay. You can choose the different modes of assistance when you're pushing the Fauzo logo, which is actually the motor. You have 4 different modes of assistance. Well, 3 actually, because the one is when you don't choose any mode at all and you're just cycling with the power of your legs. I felt that those 3 are definitely enough for me in the city. The first is just to give you a little bit of support. I always choose to ride with the middle modes of support, and the Rocket, the turbo one, is the third one. What I also like is the fenders, the big fat fenders that go very much down here, so your shoes, even when, especially here in Hamburg, the weather is not so good, your shoes are still clean even when you rode quite a long time. You have platform pedals, Specialized, designed them. I felt even when it was a bit wet and slippy outside, it was a very good grip, so I felt secure. What also gave me very comfortable feeling are the tires. It's a Specialized Nimbus tire they used. It's very broad. That gives you, because it does not have any suspension at all, and an aluminium frame is very stiff, gives you a very comfortable feeling even when you're riding over cobblestone. Lightning system from Supernova, my most favorite brand for lightnings. In the fender, the 3 LEDs gives you quite a lot of visibility when you're cycling, even during the day, and a little light under the basket. It is attached to the front carrier, so when you're steering to the right or to the left, the light will not follow. That is, in the city, I think it's okay. When you're commuting, maybe in longer distances at night, you have to keep that in mind. For me, not the best choice, but anyways, I love Supernova. The lights are super bright. You have to check that out for yourself if that is really bothering you. The Como has different models. This here has an integrated battery, so you have to bring your bike to the socket to charge it. It has a little lid here, so you can plug it in, and it takes up to 3 hours to fully charge it. You can also get the bike with different gearing systems. As I just said, the Nexus is totally okay for me, but if you're cycling longer distances and you want more individual choice, there are also different models. Check it out. Also very comfortable is the Sattle. It's an own specialized model. I felt it very comfortable, but it's not looking so bulky. I really love cycling this bike. You have an upright position, so you see what is happening around you. You are sportive, you easily reach super quick the 25 kilometers that are allowed, and you can even go faster. So for me, all in all, you do have different models. The price, it starts at around 4,000 euros. Depending on what accessories and parts you're choosing. You have different color options. I really like that you have an integrated grip here in the frame, so you can carry the bike. It weighs only 22 kilograms, which is for an e-bike definitely rather lightweight. So all in all, with the rear carrier, the front carrier that is attached to the frame, this is really definitely a very modern and innovative e-bike if you are commuting and looking for a very comfortable bike. So thumbs up, very nice choice for this 4,000 euro bike.